My name is Nancy Pompian. I'm in my living room in Hanover, New Hampshire with my old friend Susan Lawton, who is doing a sound test on me right now. Okay, there is something I want to tell you about today. It, it happened in the mid-90s or late 90s that I was asked to introduce the most influential person in my life, in my business life certainly, at a conference. And I went to the speech teacher at Dartmouth and asked how to do that, how to make an introduction. And she said, just remember one thing, this is not about you, this is about her. So you want to find out about her background, and how she came to influence you is not an important part of the introduction to her. So I'm going to probably mix in what she meant to me, because that's what is the most important thing to me. I met this woman who was called the Dean of the College of Brown University in the mid-80s, 1984, when she, who was the new dean, and that is the dean of the faculty, she was a Chaucerian scholar who taught English. She had been at Carleton College, and at that college she had had, for some mysterious reason, a number of dyslexic students in her English classes. She noticed their spelling, she noticed good writing in some and deficient writing in others. Mostly she noticed that when she gave exams, they didn't finish. So she introduced a policy at Carleton of granting extended time to students who had been diagnosed, not people who just thought they might be dyslexic, but had been evaluated by a psychologist, neuropsychologist, some kind of psychoeducational testing, and found to have a reading disorder, which is the other name for dyslexia. I happened to leave the country the next day and took the folder with me from the conference that I attended at Brown, to which she had invited a number of people from different colleges, maybe 25 or 30 colleges. I came down to Providence from Dartmouth, where there was no program for any kind of disabilities. It was pre-ADA, and yet I knew that there were dyslexic students there because I was running the tutoring center. And so occasionally a student would come in and say, I'm dyslexic and I can't learn Spanish. I'm dyslexic and I can't learn French. They don't have any words on the board. They don't have any textbook. They don't have any handouts. It's just all through speaking, listening and speaking. And I can't do it. Some would come in and in tears. Others would tell me they had thrown up in the bushes outside the classroom building. It was very distressful because it was an all-college requirement. Harriet Sheridan had noted this and started a program at Brown, which has no all-college requirements, but the people who benefited from that were mostly the people who got extended time, and some could elect foreign languages. They didn't have to take them, and were able to make some accommodations useful to them. So that's how she influenced me. When I left town the next day, I took the folder with me from the conference and studied it, and I knew it felt like a religious experience. I knew that I had to do this at my college, start a program for that, and that's what happened. That was in 1985. And the people who were having the most trouble with foreign languages were people who were taking foreign languages, the whole gamut, because they were all taught through the same method, the audiolingual method. So later in the 90s, the late 90s, I was called upon to introduce her at a conference for private schools around New England it was held at Phillips Exeter Academy. I did introduce her. I didn't talk about myself. This has been my opportunity to talk about how she influenced me. She gave her speech sitting down. She had advanced ovarian cancer, had stopped at Mass General on the way up from Providence, had her driver stop, and she had a procedure done there, but she was able to deliver the entire speech, and it was the last talk she ever gave. Luckily, it was recorded, and I can listen to it in my car. Thanks for listening.
Halt. Right there. So I said, hello.
Why not?
You have a beautiful baby. And that was the beginning of this conversation. Yeah. She teaches medical anthropology at Dharma.
Huh.
And her husband teaches as an archaeologist. New here. Wow. She has a PhD in
Medical
the anthropology of eating disorders and plastic surgery. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
And she's Jewish. And her husband is Christian. Or was. His father's a minister, but he doesn't go to church anymore. So that made me like her.
Okay.
And him.
Okay.
I haven't met him yet. Susan, what are you doing?